Hello, dear friends. And beforehand, I would like to ask you to forgive me my mistakes on grammar and my accent that probably will disturb you a little bit. But I would like to share with you some news about the Casa Videira and what's happening to our community, and say that if you are receiving this video that is not public, it's a private video that I'm sending to specific friends like you, is because you are included in what I call family. And many of you that are receiving this video know that you are an inspiration for us. You have been those that have inspired us to go ahead. Many times you have been partners, companions. Your words, your investment, your presence have influenced us towards what we do today. 2 years ago, we moved to Curitiba, the city where we were born, after 3 years in the countryside, where we were confronted with our most difficult times, most terrible mistakes, and the the lacks in our management, our formation, and we were led to return to what today became a word of hope for people around us. When we moved here 2 years ago, we had no clue what was expecting us. We were full of doubts and not knowing exactly what the Lord had for us, but we were really, really sure that God was leading us in that direction, that that was the right path, and that this place was the right place. And it has been amazing what happened here in just 2 years. When I start looking for pictures to send to you to show you the different images of things that has happened here, it looks like 10 years. It's too many initiatives, a lot of people, uncountable opportunities of, embrace, solve problems, influencing levels that are from deep in the heart of some people to the political aspects of our city and county, and all that we have been an instrument or sometimes a tool used by God to change things around. When we moved here, we had no idea what was expecting us, as I said, but we were supported by people like you and other local friends, much more by local friends here, and it's impressive, impressive. And we started the first 100 days not having a plan, a project, but listening, observing, and trying to figure out what was the question posed by the world around us. And we were uh, really aware of all the hate that was around, how people was divided, and how violent the environment around us what was becoming. And we came here and we promised that in 12 months we would become self-sustained and that we could meet the ends and pay our bills and be able to have something that could be a good news for other people. It was a surprise that after 11 months we reached that point. And after the first 100 days, we started a bakery with the ladies in the house, and that's called Pão das Meninas. That could be translated as the bread of the girls' breads. And it's fantastic because it's a business run by young women, with no intervention, no management, no manager like a man putting the fingers there. It's a women's business, a women's thing, and they are doing the best with that. Beautiful breads, pasta, cakes, and it's fantastic. And now we are starting, open more and more doors for more women to join the group. And we started the kombucha business that is helping with the boys here, the men here that are producing the best kombucha in the world. Believe me, nothing can be compared. It's delicious, and it became a success. You know, we are normally sold out every week because of that. And we started, you know, soap making with an unemployed man, an old man that was in need of help for solve his problems. And we started a new business making jams, jellies, and preserves from backyards in the city that are not being used. We influenced the city, changing the law, and we have the first law of urban agriculture in the country that was written in this table here in the first draft. And we are deep committed to the next steps for the city, the streets, and the people around. And we have not only reached self-sustain, but also abundance. And when you are experiencing abundance, you are not, you know, you do not build big walls, but you open bigger tables, you know. And we expanded our table, and every Saturday we have families coming from all the city, from all different parts of the city, coming here to have lunch with us and pizza during the afternoon. And we are really happy here. And we are understanding that the management of abundance, the inclusion of people, and the embrace of those that are not welcome in other places, and most of all, giving an answer to our country so divided by violence and hate and political extremism, is dialogue. We are open a table where people can sit down, dialogue. Doesn't matter if they're left wing or right wing or whatever they think about life, you know, whatever they think about difficult issues. We have a space for conversation, and at the same time we have a firmness in what we believe and the proposal. And going beyond capitalism or socialism or left or right is saying that, you know, community life, life together, hard work, believing God, and being humble and simple can be an answer to a world that's falling apart. But last Friday, we received the news that the owners here said to us, you need to move. And under the law and the contract we have, they could force us to leave the place in 15 days. I'm negotiating with them for a longer period because it's an absurd, because we're not expecting, and even the manager that managed the rental here, the company that managed the rental, they were really surprised. They were not understanding, and they even said they have been dishonest by saying to us, you need to go. So we don't want to go to the law and to the judge and start a fight. We will move. But at this point, I would like to share with you the problem we have here and ask you to pray for us. First, we, in the last 3 months, have been involved with the idea of having a plan A, plan B, and plan C. Plan A was to stay here, continue to do what we are doing for a while, and focus on expanding the management, the abundance, the management of the abundance that we are experimenting, and managing and including more and more people, bringing good news to people, and open doors for those that are losing jobs, having no perspective beyond the world of money. And that was plan A, that now is vanished. Well, for us, as the cloud has moved. We don't know where we go, but we are sure that the cloud has moved. So plan A doesn't exist anymore, but what exists is plan B. Plan B is to move to another place in Curitiba where we can put our bakery, the kombucha, the pasta, the cakes, the the restaurant and all the initiatives that we are making to make a living for our community and bringing and blessing others, and at the same time a place for us to live. That's not easy to find, but we are sure that if the Lord has moved us, He knows where we'll be in the city. So, and this is a commitment with the city, with the future of the county and the country. And Plan C is based in a word that I received from my dear friend Jacob. Jacob is that kind of person that you could love to have besides you, kind of wisdom that you need sometimes. And I received a short email from our friend Peter, and he said that Jacob had a word for us, and that word was perfect, exactly what was necessary for us, that we are open in Plan C to go to any other place in the country or outside of the country, any other country, whatever the Lord wants us. But we had this decision. We will not do this because it's easy for us or because we want to escape from the dangers that are around us at this point in the country, but only if that was based in two situations. One, if it was a case of us to find refuge for those that live here. The other, and most important, is that if that was a call from God for us to go to another place. And Jacob said, ask the Lord to see where you are needed. So, we are the hands of the Lord. And Plan B and Plan C as plans are only what a man or a woman can do. That's make a plan. Make a plan. We are in the Lord's hands, and we want to be where we are needed. Not because the Lord needs us, the Lord doesn't need anything, but where we can be a part of His scheme or His plan, His master plan for, His kingdom. We want to be at the center of His will. So please pray for us. We have Plan B and Plan C, now Plan A and Plan B. Plan B and Plan C in front of us. I have no clue how the negotiation will come during this week, if we'll get the time we need to find another place in the city. And I have a trip next week to out of the country for 15 days. So it was the worst moment possible for that. And I would like to ask you to pray for us. And believe me, I miss you a lot. Oh, my friend, you that are listening or receiving this video, you can't imagine how much I would like to be with you and talk to you and have more friends to think together about this. The community here is in a great mood. For example, today everybody went to the mountains for a great walk, like 30 miles, down the mountain. They're having fun. They're calm. We are keeping calm and carry on. We are not concerned. We know that our lives are in the Lord's hand, but we want to discern what to do. We have no clue what is the next step. We don't want a blueprint or an entire plan for us. We want to discern and to be calm and to follow the cloud for the next step. Please, pray for us and I will keep you informed. If you want to make any commentary, put your commentary down here in the commentaries in this video, or send me an email, or we can Skype. Sorry for my English, sorry for my mistakes, and I hope you have understood what I had to say to you. And I hope that the image that you saw during my talk here are enough for you to perceive, the mood and the environment and what we are experiencing here. Pray for us. I count on you. Thank you very much.